Welcome to the Carols of Christmas. Each day leading up to Christmas, I talk about a particular Christmas carol, explaining some of the history and background behind the carol. Then finally, I will sing a verse of it for you. Some will be familiar, some perhaps not, but they all point us toward the true reason for this season, our Savior, Jesus Christ. My name is Michael D. Young, and today I will be talking about Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. This is the episode for December 16th, and the carol is Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. The words to this stirring hymn came from the pen of one of the great Protestant reformers, Charles Wesley, whose brother, John Wesley, was the founder of the Methodist Church. So these two brothers, John and Charles Wesley, worked together, and Charles was instrumental in creating the musical tradition for the church. He is said to have written over 6,000 hymns in his life, which makes him possibly the most prolific male hymn writer in history. Now, I wonder if you can guess who the female writer is. So she was actually an American poetess. She was blind. Her name is Fanny Crosby. She wrote over 8,000 under 200 different pseudonyms. The story about her is she had to create all these pseudonyms. So people who were publishing hymn books didn't want any one composer to have too many hymns in the hymn book. And so they liked a lot of her hymns, so they just gave her different names. And she published under 200 different pseudonyms. But she wrote over 8,000 hymns. It's amazing. But Charles Wesley, right up there, 6,000 hymns during his life. Wesley wanted to write hymns to teach the poor and illiterate people of the time Christian doctrine, so they would learn the doctrine through the music, because they couldn't read the scriptures for themselves. They couldn't learn from the Bible. They had to have somebody else teach them. His brother John said that Charles's hymnal, which he created, was the best theological book in existence. So, high praise. The words to this carol were inspired by the sound of the London church bells that sounded on Christmas Day. The poem first appeared in a collection called Hymns and Sacred Poems in 1739 and had the opening line, "Hark, how the welkin," an old word for heaven, rings. It was titled Hymn for Christmas Day. So it has evolved a bit over the years. 14 years later, in 1753, another famous Great Awakening preacher named George Whitefield adjusted the lyrics and published them in a collection of hymns for social worship. In 1855, much later, English musician William Hayman Cummings took this new text and combined it with music by the famous composer Felix Mendelssohn from Germany. Cummings had met Mendelssohn as a child and had sung under his direction in a choir, so he knew him personally. The tune comes from one of Mendelssohn's cantatas known as Festgesang zur Eröffnung der am ersten Tage der vierten Säkularfeier der Erfindung der Buchdruckerkunst. Big long name in German, which won't translate it directly, but what it's saying is that it's celebrating the 400th anniversary of the inventing of the printing press. So he wrote an oratorio to celebrate the printing press, which was invented in his homeland of Germany by Gutenberg. So thus, it took 3 brilliant minds to bring this carol together in its current form. And I would like to sing the first verse of it for you now. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Thank you so much for listening. Merry Christmas, and may God bless us, everyone.